awesome quarter with all the members, new members. I'd like to welcome you, all the graduates of the Blot membership, and all our members welcome you as well. We talked about the business, putting together your business structure with nonprofit and for-profit. And then we also had we just finished the whole 7 weeks with the real estate class, which we had a dynamic crowd with that. We got coming up this week is the business class again. The house is packed Monday and Sunday. We will be rolling, and we got the real estate class starting again. Now, I want y'all to remember this is the last class for the year. The last class for the year. Okay, we talked about a lot of good things. Today, we're going to recap on some of the stuff that we touched on 2 weeks ago, and that is charitable gifting. And one of the things that we like to teach our members is that when you start in a business, even a for-profit, is that you're fighting and you're supporting a cause that is bigger than you. Okay, and that's one of the things that we want to get in your head is that you're fighting for a cause or you're pursuing a cause that is bigger than yourself. All right. I'd like to welcome our host for the day, Miss Montana Moore. She always brings that energy.
I just got off the plane, y'all. Just got off the plane.
All right. So I just told him about the class that's coming up. Gave him a little recap on what what we always talk about in the class. All right.
All right.
And gave him little thoughts about the last class that went through. Now, what did you think about this class that just graduated?
The class that just came out, they kicked my butt. Can I say that on radio?
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay. They kicked my. Okay. No, but they were good. They was motivated. Man, they made us work for our,
Oh yeah, almost put Montana out of. Montana was on the freeway yesterday, headed 90 east, like she was going to New York or something. And I had to go get her, y'all.
Man, I was like, I quit. Forget this.
This last class.
Forget Black.
The last class put a whooping on her.
Woo.
I mean, but those are some of the things that we appreciate. All right, when you have an organization that is growing like Blot, sometimes the boundaries are going to get tested. And then you just got to make some arrangements. You see what I'm saying? Some restructuring.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So I appreciate the growth. I really, really appreciate the growth. The volume of that last class was 3 times the normal size. Yeah. And that is something to truly be appreciated. But with that said, we are hiring financial professionals. Give us a call at 216-255-6700. If you're looking for a position, because like I said, these classes now are 3 times bigger than what they used to be, and we need the help, okay? These people out here, these potential members and the current members, they deserve our time because that's what they pay their memberships for, and we like for all of them to be successful, right?
Yes, I got a lot of old members coming back. They just peeking out the bushes and say, hey, can we still, come back? I'm like, yeah, you still a member. Yep. So, we got, people coming back. So, yes, come back, get back on track. If you fell off the track, get back on track, get your businesses up and rolling, whatever issues you had in your life, try to push that to the wayside if you can and get that business accomplished. At least you have that accomplishment of being, what you said, you was going to be an entrepreneur, self-employed, and take that responsibility. Pick up that torch and keep going.
Absolutely. Now, the title of the show is Pursuing Something That's Bigger Than Yourself.
Okay,
right?
All right.
And I used an example before. I probably said it on the radio show before, is that I don't know how many people have dogs out there, or even cats, or some type of pet. But when you have a dog, and it's like, say, a female dog, and you're potty training them or house breaking them or something like that, and you get a newspaper and you kind of like tap them on the rear end a little bit, they kind of shy away from you. They get a little skittish. But that's because that dog is actually defending itself. Okay, it's fending for itself, and then it becomes a little afraid. But you let that female dog, have some puppies. And then you try to go ahead and discipline that dog some and see how strong she come at you. And that's because she is fighting for a purpose that is bigger than herself. And that's what we like to remind our members, that when you putting together these businesses, if you're doing it just to take care of yourself and you don't have a lick of empathy inside of what you got going on, you may not be that successful. Because remember, you in business to serve one another. Right, you in business to serve everybody else. So if you have a store, and yesterday we had Economic Tuesday, all right. So if you got a store,
Economic Tuesday,
a store, a shop, or whatever, and you want people to come and patronize you, you want them to come do business with you, then you got to understand what is it that the people want, okay? And that's your cause. That's your cause that's bigger than yourself, all right? And you got to fight for that. And when you fight for that, then you have something that could be perpetual, that can be forever growing, and something that's going to be way dynamic, okay, than you can even imagine.
Right.
That makes sense?
Yeah. Sounds good. So you talked about the classes coming up.
Why don't you touch on that? I just merely spoke on it.
All right. So if you're trying to start your business, LLCs, nonprofits, October is the last class of the year for Blot. So the class starts this Sunday. We have a 10 to 1. We have a 1:30 to 4:30. We also have a 6 to 9 on Mondays. If you want to get into the real estate class, the real estate class is like almost full, kind of getting ready to be bursting at the seam, because so many people are trying to get in at the last minute. So if you come, if you register for all the classes, the real estate class is on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock. Register as soon as you can, if you can, because after we touch that deadline or touch that number that we're looking at, the 20 number, then we can't accept any more people for the year. You have to wait till next year. We did open another spot, but right now it's not ready. So if you're trying to get the businesses finished this year and to move forward on the new year with your business, then register now as soon as possible. Give me a call, 216-815-7300. We are located at 503 East 200th Street in Euclid, Ohio. We're in Suite 103. You can look us up also on our website, bblott.org. So it's block.org. I got a lot of people calling me every day trying to get in the class. They haven't registered yet, but the class is still filling up, and I'm going to have to cut it off in a minute. So if you're serious about finishing that business this year, give me a call for the real estate and for the for-profit and non-profit.
Very good. Now, there's been a lot of hype on the on Facebook, radio, people talking about what structure to choose. We don't give advice on what structure to choose because we don't practice law, okay? But we do, in our education series, we tell you the benefits of every last one of the different structures, a nonprofit, a C Corp, a S Corp, and an LLC. But there's been hype where people are giving you advice on the radio. And I'm going to tell not just our members, but people that are KAZ viewers and people that are following Blot, don't take any cookie cutter advice from anybody over the radio, okay?
Right.
You got some people that's saying choose a S Corp over a LLC, or choose a LLC over a C Corp, and all these different reasons. And everybody's reason for doing business are different. Yep. The way you hold assets will be different, okay? And the only thing that we can do as financial professionals and business coaches is the only advice that we can give you over the radio is seek professional advice and let somebody look at your situation for his own unique characteristics. So please do not join in on some of those videos and just do things, because we get a lot of people coming in the Blot that already have their things done and they're set up incorrectly. So let's just save you a lot of headache and a lot of money right now. Wait till you take a class or you see an attorney. That way somebody can look at you and judge your own particular situation.
I definitely agree with that because I've seen some stuff. Classes coming in now, some of them have their nonprofits. They're wrong. And I hate to tell them that, but then they're going to get mad at me because I told them it was wrong. So they feel they did it right. But, that's fine. If you want to continue with an LLC nonprofit, then go right ahead. But then they're calling me for information like, what do I do next? I'm like, you need to dismantle that wrong nonprofit and bring it up the right way so you can get your 501c3 so it can be tax exempt, unless you just want to stay as an LLC nonprofit for whatever reason. So like you were saying that everybody have different reasons for their businesses, and that's why different structures are needed for the businesses on the avenue you're trying to pursue. Mm-hmm. So.
All right. So let's recap on why some people
got a book here?
were put together. Yeah, I had to get a book, mess around with you, because you be asking for a lot. All right.
You're supposed to memorize it.
Yeah, I know. The 5 reasons.
You need my glasses?
Yeah. No. The 5 reasons why people put together a nonprofit.
Okay.
Since you know everything, I'm gonna quiz you.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my glasses on.
Oh, if you remember what you need your glasses for.
Okay, 5 reasons people put what? Together nonprofit?
Nonprofit.
Well,
Why charitable gift? Why? Why do people give away stuff? Yeah.
All right, the reason why people put together nonprofits. They put together nonprofits because they have a passion and a desire to help people or others or in the community. Mm-hmm. That's one they always say, mm-hmm. but we know that ain't true. Mm-hmm. Another reason is to get stuff and get rich. See, everybody else got these billion-dollar nonprofits. They want to join in on the crowd, so it's like a monkey see, monkey do. So is that on the list?
Yeah. That's your list.
All right, that's my list.
Yeah,
okay.
I like it though.
You like it?
Yeah.
That was number 2.
Yep.
All right, I got 3 more.
Yeah, 3 more.
All right. So the third reason, people like the bling of being a business owner, or saying, hey, I have a nonprofit, I have a for-profit, and then they like to just brag about what they have, and really they don't got nothing because it's wrong. Or is it that one?
Nah, I'm gonna cut you off now.
Okay, number 4.
All right. So the reason why, I ain't saying why they do it, but why they should.
Oh, why they should?
Yeah,
okay.
I was writing yours down because that's going to be another list for us.
Oh, okay.
Because they have compassion for the less fortunate.
Right.
All right.
This is what they supposed to be.
From the belief that they owe society something. I'm reading this from one of our little white papers that go out to support a favorite institution or cause. Remember, we talked about supporting a cause that's bigger than yourself. Mm-hmm. For the recognition attained by making a substantial charitable donation. You know what that is? That's like when you go to the university hospital, you got those big names on the building.
Yeah.
Like you gonna put my big picture in block in the.
You see, I'm gonna put it?
Yeah, you gonna put the picture in there. I can't do it because I'm gonna be dead.
Oh yeah.
So when I pass away, I just want a big portrait inside a block.
Okay.
I mean, is that cool?
Yeah, that's nice.
Y'all heard it on TV now. That's what I want. And you can name a room after me too.
Okay.
All right.
That sounds good.
Number 5, the benefit from a financial incentive or a tax system that's provided from a charitable gift. And those reasons right there as support, and we talked about this last time, those reasons right there are a lot of reasons why people should have a nonprofit or belong to a nonprofit or support a nonprofit, is because there's tax benefits that come with donating assets and donating cash to a nonprofit, right?
Right.
So that's what we covered last week, and I want to stay on that because we're gonna create a series out of this thing going forward. Is that cool?
That's gonna be deep.
It's gonna be deep. Okay, we got to keep people on the right page because some people, y'all come in, y'all want to put together these entities and these nonprofits, thinking that you getting ready to shift some money around, and there's a way to do it, but you just can't do it the wrong way. It got to be in purpose, right?
Right.
Okay. What can be donated to a nonprofit?
What can be donated? That's a good question. Let's ask the audience out there. What can be donated, y'all? Especially the block members. Y'all on here? Let me see. Any block members? What can be donated? Oh, you gave me the little list. Okay. All right, let's see. Cash gifts can be donated to a nonprofit. So we pretty much know that part. Real estate, that block members be sitting in class. They go to what? The real estate class. Get some information and get real estate donated to their nonprofit. You got securities. What are securities, Vernon?
mutual funds, stocks, bonds, ETFs, investments, okay? And some of the reasons why somebody would invest or donate some securities. Let's just say, for instance, if someone invested, let's say, $100,000, and then over time that $100,000 had grew to 150. Okay, so in order to, well, first of all, when they sell that stock or that mutual fund or whatever, they're going to pay taxes, capital gains taxes on the growth of that. So a lot of times what people do is, instead of paying a capital gains tax on it, they donate it, and a charitable gift as a charitable gift to a foundation or something like that, they wouldn't have to pay capital gains on that stock. That makes sense?
Yes, that's what's up. All right, what else we got on here? Life insurance can be donated. So life insurance policies. So why we got these broke nonprofits? Because people dying every day.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. We got some rich nonprofits.
We got some rich ones
that do it right now. They do it right. All right. But when you put life insurance inside of a foundation or a vehicle like a charitable gifting association or organization, it's many of these organizations that have life insurance securities and all these other assets that you're talking about inside on the books, and they last forever. I mean, they are here. You know, they're members, they're recipients, and they don't have any issues. Okay, and I'm gonna give you a member came in a couple of years ago and told us about a college that gives free education.
Free
education. Free education. All right. And I'm gonna drop that nugget. It's Berea College.
Woo,
all right, Berea College. That's in Kentucky. All right. But their endowment is in the billions. And that is because of strategies like what Montana is talking about right now, that list that she's reading off, because of strategies like that. So when you have organizations, and we have organizations that are near and dear to our heart, we should be following suit on donating these type of assets and getting a tax break. Okay, because next week we're going to cover some other tax breaks that you can get, that you can still benefit from and still have a special interest in it. And we'll give you that information later. But there's one other one. What else is in there?
You got to unlock the phone. Anyway, so the last one while he's doing that, we had a meeting with a church. Remember that meeting with the church? Mm-hmm. And the guy, he's a pastor, I'm gonna say his name. He was a young pastor at the time. He's older now, but he was young back then. And he wanted to bring in life insurance policies and put it on the members, especially for the board or the board members for the church. They were an older board of directors, and he was like, well, let's get insurance policies on the board members because, you know, if they pass away, we can take care of the families and we can also take care of the church. So the board members didn't want to do that. And years later, each board member passed away. Now he's still living because he was young when he started. The board members were older, so they opted out not to get life insurance. And then he was saying that if I would have got life insurance on each and every one board members that passed away now, our church would be thriving right now.
We got so many buildings out here, you know, and I ain't beating up on the storefront churches or nothing like that, but we got churches out here that have castles. They got castles, and their members are loyal, all right? They donate. And not only do they donate, but they benefit from the donations. And we are hiding these strategies from our people. And you got to educate yourself, and we got to put the information out there, and then you got to receive it. But these strategies is what help these organizations that you lean on for support.
Also, one more thing, because what's wrong with your phone? When I first started, I had a lot of pastors where I ain't beating up on pastors today. So
sound like
whoop, whoop, beating up on no pastors. So I'm saying that a lot of pastors, especially on the Euclid 105 area, they were saying that I don't want our church to be a nonprofit. I don't want to be dealing with the government. I don't want to have them looking at our books and records as a 501c3. So not knowing that you can still become a nonprofit and just not attach the church to the 501c3. Just come up with a second organization, like some ministries, and create the 501 that way. That way it won't be attached to the church directly, and then you still have that freedom to separate church from state. So you just come up with a different strategy of just having a nonprofit, and all the educational pieces will be in that nonprofit for tax write-offs and things like that. And then now the church and that nonprofit can grow.
That's good information.
That's deep. Whoa.
Yeah. Don't be giving no advice over the radio.
I ain't giving no advice.
Okay.
I'm just giving information.
So the next donation that someone can make, which is a very, very strategic way of doing things, is donating your retirement. Now, here's the question.
Why would I donate my retirement?
Right. Why would I donate my retirement? Okay. So what happens is, one area, I mean, if you need your retirement, that's cool, because a lot of people are running out of money in retirement these days. But there's a whole nother side, and this is more for the people who put together nonprofits. You need to understand this. There's a whole nother group of people that have put away money in their 401ks and stuff like that, and they are not ready to use the 401k. And then when they turn 70 and a half, guess what happens? What? It's called RMD. That's when the government start making you take the money out, and you don't even need it. So they make you take it out so Uncle Sam can get his money. So one of the strategies that you can use is, let me donate my, what they call required minimum distribution. Let me donate that to my cause, either my nonprofit that I'm a part of, my church that I'm a part of, whatever. That way, Uncle Sam can say, let me give you a break. You don't have to pay taxes on this, or you can write it back off. It'll wash out. You see what I'm saying? So that's another way of doing it. See, a lot of these people are taking money out of their 401ks to help the church and don't even know that they got that strategy right there. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
So you're paying taxes on money that you're going to help the church with. So
if any churches want us to come out and speak at your organization, just give Vernon a call and I'll show up.
Gonna throw me up under the bus, huh? Well, you can call Montana at what number?
Look, I'm getting my other phone cut off, so my office number is 216-815-7300. The other phone number got burnt out because too many people was calling and it just broke.
Okay, and this last one is Montana's favorite.
Okay.
Tangible personal property.
Ooh.
All right, tangible personal property. I mean, we furnished a whole office with some of that stuff, right?
Yes, we did. We about to do it again.
About to do it again? Yeah. So, I mean, what Montana's talking about is that we already increased the size of the office. She just added another, I think, 3,200 square feet to what we already had going on because we grew so big. And now we got to go do the same thing that we've been preaching. Montana always teach the members out there is that if somebody don't want to donate cash and they don't want to donate all this other stuff that we lined item on this list, then you can ask for things that you may need, like TVs, chairs, tables, stuff like that, right? What else we get? A printer, 2 printers?
Yeah, we got 2 printers donated, tables, chair. We got everything pretty much.
Okay, so
but it's a way you do it, because I had a meeting with your girl yesterday. I'm gonna say her name because she's supposed to be calling you today.
Okay.
She came in and she was like, Montana, I'm sorry I strayed away, but I'm back now. And I was like, well, why you back? She said, I'm tired of using my own money to build my nonprofit. I'm ready to go and ask for funding. So guess what? We stayed in there for about an hour to get her caught up on, say, you could have been doing it because you are already out here networking with all the people that got the money. All you have to do is ask them.
Yep.
And it's a tax write-off for their business, so it's a win-win for you and them. And then I told her other strategies that she can go about getting donations, getting funding, getting grants, getting things like that. And now she's back and on board. She's going to be getting her LEAP together. She quit some of her jobs that she had that was taking some of her time. And I was like, don't quit all them jobs because you're going to need at least 1 or 2 until you can replace that income.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what they should do.
Right.
And see, and as a nonprofit, you got to understand the nonprofit is not yours. You're a part of the nonprofit, okay? So that means you got to go out and partner with some people. Mm-hmm. If you got a cause that's bigger than you, your cause should be so dynamic that you should be able to go to a business owner and get a partnership.
Right.
All right. I don't think that is any nonprofit that came through Blot that didn't have any validity in what they were supposed to do. All right. I think they all are valid. Matter of fact, I think they all dynamic. But one of the things that I see is missing is partnership.
Right.
You don't have to do this by yourself. Go out and find some of these people that got some money that need some tax benefits. Mm-hmm. And tell them that you need help because you got a cause and you know that they can appreciate that cause and they can help you with the fight.
Right.
That's what you're talking about.
And just what he was saying, if you listen to what he said in the beginning, and you guys said, I don't want them, I don't want to partner with nobody because they might steal my stuff or they might vote me out of my corporation. Now, he just said, what? You don't own a nonprofit. So guess what? Have fun in a nonprofit, make your money in a nonprofit. But when it comes down to getting kicked off the nonprofit, then just accept it, move on, and enjoy your life. No, but there's other strategies where, you cannot be voted off the board of directors, you guys. So don't let that be an issue. Don't let that be a fear factor to stop you from starting the nonprofit, because where there's a will, there's a way. Olay, remember that, Collinwood? Olay. Oh, anyway.
All right. But
back into my cheerleading days.
So
right.
let's do this. Let's recap and then let's go ahead and close out. Okay, right. Get ready to close out. We talked about it being the purpose. You got to be pursuing a cause that's bigger than you. We got the block classes getting ready to come up.
Yep,
all right.
Yep.
Come on to the class. Okay. The very first strategy when you in business is partnerships. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you don't get anything else out of Blot, if you think you got it figured out, you got your corporate structures together, you got your finances together, you got all this stuff that we got to offer, at least come and check us out and look for a partnership, because we got 500 plus members.
Yes. Okay.
And there's a good partnership that's dying to meet you. Trust me. Okay. Everybody needs some networking. Everybody needs some networking. We got people in there making money. Whether it's a nonprofit or for-profit, we got people in there that's bringing in some income, some revenue. All right, the second thing is real estate. All right, those of you that's out there that's looking for real estate, you don't have to be in the game by yourself. We got professionals at Blot that will help you out, okay? Like I said, even with the real estate class, the least you can get out of it is networking, meeting people who have properties that want to sell or people who want to buy properties and you got them to sell.
Right, right.
All right. And what else? The charitable gift.
Charitable gift.
All right.
That one is a monster.
So, like I say, the first strategy is partnerships with you people that belong to nonprofits, that develop nonprofits at Blot. That's the first strategy, is partnership. But next week, we coming up with some more strategies on how to get funding. Yes. All right. Starting next week, we coming up with more reasons to get funding, because like we said a couple of weeks ago, when you put together these nonprofits, you have an unlimited source of wealth transfer. Mm-hmm. All you got to do is get your commercial together and get out here, walk and talk to the right people. Every day you should be getting up, getting to work. All right.
Right.
Because your funding source is as big as everybody else's pocketbook out there.
Right.
That makes sense?
That makes sense.
All right. So you got any last words you want to say?
Last words, get into the class. It's the last class of the year. Give me a call, 216-815-7300, to get your businesses up and done and structured. And then that way you'll be ready for the 2021 new year. And then that's pretty much it.
And the real estate class.
Oh, the real estate class, yes.
The real estate class, you call that same Wednesday. Number? What's that number again?
216-815-7300. Real estate is next Wednesday at 6 p.m. If you're interested, give me a call again. Some people just show up. If we have room, we will accept you. If we don't, we have to turn you away. So first come, first serve basis.
All right.
All right. So our time is up for today. Blot Incorporated, building business leaders of tomorrow. Today, I'm your host, Montana. Whoop, whoop.
And this is Vernon Tyus. Whoop, whoop.
We're going to see you next Wednesday at noon.
Peace.